It's an unprecedented security operation. By air, land, and sea. From local police to the US military, thousands have been mobilized to ensure all goes smoothly at the biggest inauguration in US history. But for one security agency in particular, the priority is clear.
Our core responsibility is to protect the President-elect and the Vice President-elect and the other principals that are there.
Here at the Washington headquarters of the US Secret Service, presidential assassination attempts are a reality that they've had to deal with over the years.
What's unique about this event, as opposed to some of the others that we've handled, is just the expected crowd sizes. We have experience with dealing with it, but with what we may get in terms of the inaugural, in terms of crowds, it would be above and beyond most other events that we would be dealing with, certainly.
Most of the crowds will be lining the roughly 3-kilometer route that stretches from the US Congress along Pennsylvania Avenue and up to the White House. Up to 2 million people are expected in the area, more than the security agencies here will have ever handled. This is the beginning of the route that Barack Obama's limousine will take once he's finished being sworn in on the steps of the US Capitol. Now on Tuesday, this street will be lined with barricades to keep the crowds back. But for the new president's security detail, identifying possible threats will be no easy task.
He has received more threats than any president-elect in history.
Chris Van Zandt is a former FBI profiler who's worked on some of the most famous cases in US criminal history. He says one of the main threats against Obama will be the lone gunman.
If I'm a lone wolf, if I've made a decision, I don't like this man for whatever the reason, I don't like the president, I don't like the vice president, or I want to be somebody. And today, just like the shooter of John Lennon, okay, if I've made a decision that I'm going to be somebody and the way I'm going to do it is by taking some negative action, I mean, that's the place to do it.
Presidential assassinations are ingrained in US history, including John F. Kennedy. 4 have been killed.
I didn't know I was shot.
And attempts, like the one made on Ronald Reagan, are even more numerous.
And the next thing I knew, Jerry at Secret Service had simply grabbed me here and threw me into the car.
Even Franklin Delano Roosevelt was targeted unsuccessfully ahead of his inauguration. But on an occasion where the assembled might of the US security agencies will be in place, the expectation is that everything will go smoothly on Tuesday. Sebastian Walker, Al Jazeera, Washington.